Hey, hello friends. Today also we are going to deal with the information and communication technology. Okay, some of the small topics we are dealing today are the types of network. One is the types of network. That is next is the operating system, and next is MS Windows. So we will discuss about the three small topics in today's class. So I think we can start on with the class. Be attentive to the class. Okay. So first of all, we will discuss about the types of networks available for us. Okay, different types of network. One is point-to-point networks. That is point-to-point. That is pinpointed networks. Packet switched networks. It's also known as packet switched networks. Topologies means the different types in it. One is the star. Star is point-to-point link to a hub. You know hub. It is linking to the hub. Point and point is linking to the hub is the, and the star, there is another variation of the star. It is like a tree. Okay, there is branches are there, so what we call it as tree, that is known as the variation of a star is the tree. That is another type of networking system, point to point network system. And next is ring. If there is point to point line with two devices on either side, both side there is devices. Okay, that is in the case of ring. Both side we have devices and it is connecting like a ring. Next is bus, long cable that link devices. It's a long cable. Usually we have seen the buses, usually we see is a long cable and is linking, and it is connecting to the devices. So four types we have seen about the point to point network. One is star, other is tree, next is ring, next is bus. Okay. Next is broadcast network. Broadcast, what is meant by broadcast network? That is single communication channel shared by all machines on the network. That is, channel is one, but it is connected to a lot of machines. So that is what we call as broadcast network. Understood? The cable is one, but it is connected to a lot of computers. Transmission media, a network cable, that is to connect computers, they are all connected to the computers. The network cable is connected. And distributors, what are the transmission media contains some kind of peoples there. What are that? That is, one is network cable. Network cable is needed, then only we can connect to the computer, then only we will get the setup, that is broadband setup. Next is distributors, for connecting, we know that some distributors is needed. There is central body that manages the network traffic. The network cable, you might have heard of BSNL network is there, okay, and then Asianet network is there. Then like that, different types of networks is available. So that distributors is the central body that manages the network in the broadcast network. Then repeaters, that is receives a signal and transmit to longer distances. They receive the signals from the, that is in they are in different areas where they receive the signals and transmit it to the long distance. If you have to travel a long distance, it's very difficult. Nowadays, it's a little bit changing due to the satellite system and all. But in the traditional time, it is by using the repeaters that receive the signals and transmit to the longer distances. Okay. Then broadcast, we can see another one thing is that bridge. Bridge, the word itself means that's connecting something that connects the land to the another land. Land means land area network. Okay, one land area network is connected to the another land area network by using the bridge. Okay, next is routers, gateway that formed the data along network. It is a gateway that decided what to send and what not to send. It is a routers. Okay. Next is internal network card. What is internal network card? Without which computers cannot connect to a network. Pre-installed. It's already inside the computer. This helps the computer to get the signals from the channels. Okay. So it is already installed inside the computer. We cannot see from outside. Okay. Internal network card. Then external network card is a wireless and USB based. No network cable is required. There's no need, network cable is needed. External network card means wireless way. We are connecting it to the broadbands. Is another area. Okay. Internal means it's already connected. We need to have some kind of connections. External, there's no need of connection. Wireless means without any wire. And USB based, no network cable is required. Wi-Fi and all, how the connections will come. There is no need of what wires is not needed. Okay. So such kind of Wi-Fi connections also is now available in the case of broadcast network. Next is Universal Serial Bus or USB. Computers automatically detect USB card and help networking. That is, USB is they have asked what is USB once. So that is Universal Serial Bus. That is, computers automatically detect USB card and help networking. This is the thing that help for the networking. Okay, it is automatically helping for the networking. That is USB. Modem. Modem is needed for that. Convert digital signals to analog signals and vice versa. This modem is needed. Modulator. Modem is modulator, which is very needed for connecting the network system. One help for the digital signals are converting to analogs, and analog signals are converting to the digital signals as well. So vice versa is happening. So in the case of broadcast journalism, sorry, not sorry, broadcast network, it is needed. Okay, all these things are needed in the case of broadcast network. Next is operating system. Different types of operating system we have to see. Act as an interface between user and hardware characteristics. A hardware inside the computer. User is the person who is using it. It is helping for operating system help us to do all these things. Characteristics. What are the characteristics? One is memory management. What are the important areas of the operating system? One is memory management. Keep tracks of primary memory. You know what is primary memory, is it? So it's keeping all about the memory management is doing with primary memories, all the things are doing by the operating system. Next is processor management. Process and deallocates the processor of CPU. Process means how to do the things. Deallocates means converting into a machine language like that things, or whatever it is needed, that processing is doing by the processing management. Device management keeps tracks of all devices. When you connect some devices to the computer, like a pen drive or something you are connecting, then all these tracks is doing by the device management. Next is file management. Okay, file management allocates and deallocates the resources. That's connecting and deconnecting. That is connecting something, allocates, and that they have to disconnect it. Okay, disconnect the things is file of resources is doing by the file management. Next is keeping the file. If you want to collect some things, you can keep it inside the files. So it's file management is doing in the process. Next is security. Prevents unauthorized access to the programs. It's when you use the computer, it is very important that it should not be accessed by any other person. If some other person is doing some kind of criminal things, you should be punished. So it should be very clearly you have to keep on with all the security measures. So it is doing by the security area. Okay, the prevents unauthorized access to the programs. Job accounting, keep track of the time and resource of the user. When the user uses the computer, it's a time, it's track, that is history, all is doing by the job accounting. Next is control over system performance. Control over system performance, a system, that a system means a computer. The helps performance. If you need any kind of help, it is doing by the control over system performance. Okay. Next is interaction with the operators. That is, instruct and inform the operation by a display screen. On this screen, we can see whatever we needed. When you do some kind of work in the computer, they automatically show some kind of pop-ups and give the instructions if there is any wrong in it, and we have to correct it. Okay, that instructions are given by interactions with the operators is doing by the operating system. Next is error detecting aids. When you type something or in English or English usually we write. So when we write in the English, what happens is that if there is any kind of mistakes in it, we can see some underlines are coming there, or and when we check it, we know that the mistake what is in there. So that error detection is also helping in the case of the program system. Next is coordination between other softwares and users, coordinate the compilers, interpreters, assemblers to other computer system. When computer is connected, that is, we can convert into the machine language, and like that, compilers, interpreters, and that is translating the things. All this is doing by the program system. Next is MS Windows. Okay, Microsoft Windows. Graphic users interface based operating system. Graphic user interface means you get an idea, that is graphics. That is pictures. Okay, used operating system is, it is an operating system. MS Windows is an operating system, and graphics means we can make some kind of drawings. Multiple applications run simultaneously in different windows. We can see different applications are there, or can be run one on the other at the same time. Desktop icon windows display. Desktop icon windows display on it. Icons. Each and every apps or whatever it is, some kind of icons is there. Some Google have some kind of icon, and then if it is YouTube, it has some other kind of icon. So everything has some kind of icons that we can see in the desktop. Okay, all the windows, what windows we can display all these things in MS Windows. Okay, icons. What is icons? It's a graphic symbol. It shows you the symbol of some and something. Okay. Taskbar, bottom of the screen. On the bottom of the screen, we can see the taskbar. How we can do it. My computer, that is helpful for viewing content of a single folder. That is, whatever we needed. My computer, there is a thing we can see in the desktop. That is, when you click on it, you can see the content of that is computer. Okay, what all the things are inside it and what not is inside it. We can get a clear idea about it. Okay. Is Windows Explorer, another way of seeing what is on the computer. It is also it help to see what all the things are on the computer. Then file, a program or a document stored on a disk, or you know that inside the computer, if you want to store something, what we do, we make a file. Okay, that is the documents are storing on the files. Toolbar, a set of buttons to perform common tasks. Toolbar, different kinds of materials are available for us in the toolbar, so which help us to make some kind of drawings or whatever it is, to do some work on the computer. The toolbar helps us. Then folder, location where you can store the file. The folders, you can make some new folders and you can keep the files on it. Then shutdown, to close a computer. Also, all these things are in the MS Windows. We can see all these things. Okay. So how to work a computer and all the matters related to the computer we can see in the MS Windows. So I think now you are clear about the topics of today's class. Okay. So be attentive to the class. We can meet on next class. Before that, you don't forget to subscribe the channel. Then only you are able to get all the videos uploaded by me. Okay. So we can meet on next class. Goodbye all of you. Thank you.